Hi, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read Tarot intuitively, and today we have another really special timeless pick a card reading on messages from your future self. And today's reading is really special because it's a collaboration between 𝐘𝐎𝐓 and me. And this was his wonderful idea, and he's going to be covering messages from your past self. So please do go head over to his channel. I will link his channel in the title of this video, and I will leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description box below. Please do go head over to his channel. He's an amazing reader. He's very talented, and his accuracy is just amazing. So you totally have to go check him out. He's an awesome tarot reader. So please do go head over to his channel. Go show him lots of love. And having said that, we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1, we have the 𝐼𝐻𝐿 tarot deck. Pile number 2, we have Tarot of the Dream Enchantress. Pile number 3, we have Tarot of the Dragons. So please take a minute. See what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and definitely go head over to 𝐘𝐎𝐓𝐒 channel. Go subscribe to him. Go show him lots of love. Let him know you came from Tarot Yogi. And I will see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the 𝐼𝐻𝐿 Tarot, this is your reading on messages from your future self. And this reading is a collaboration between 𝐘𝐎𝐓𝐒 and me. So please do go head over to his channel, go subscribe to him, go show him lots of love, go binge watch all his content. And do go watch the second part of this reading on his channel on messages from your past self. And having said that, we'll jump into the reading on what does your future self have to say to you. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and master star family, help me tap into what does pile number 1's future self have to say to them. Okay, pile number 1, we have the Magician, we have 3 of Cups, we have 10 of Cups, we have Justice, 8 of Wands, 2 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 5 of Discs, and 5 of Swords. So I think what your future self really wants to say, pile number 1, is I think currently right now you're very alone. Even if you have people around you, you feel very alone, and your future self wants you to know that you will find your people. You'll truly find the people that you're truly meant to be with. I think growing up, you didn't have a normal family structure, even if you had your parents around, or whatever the case may be. You really felt growing up as if you really didn't have anyone understand you, or really like have you be seen for who you truly are. So you just have to know that you have to keep doing what you're doing right now, and you will eventually attract the people that are truly meant to be in your life, who truly will understand you and won't project on you and won't be jealous of you, things like that. And my throat is going off, so it's really important that you also speak your truth. Your future self is really emphasizing that you really speak your truth whenever required. It doesn't matter whose feathers you ruffle. It truly doesn't matter. Speak your truth and set yourself free is what your future self really wants to say over here. Your future self is also highlighting your ability to just create whatever it is that you truly desire. You're showing up here as a Magician and Justice. So you can very much create anything and everything you truly want. And the thing with manifestations is you can only create what is in your highest and your best ideal. So you can't manifest something that is truly not for you. So maybe if certain manifestations are not coming true, you need to inspect as to why are they not coming true. Maybe you're asking for something that you truly don't need, but despite this, you do have a tendency and this ability to get what you truly want, and you're very blessed. Your ancestors are also coming through over here, saying that you have a lot of abundance just waiting to come to you. And another thing that your future self really wants you to know is, please let go of things. I think you have a tendency of holding on to memories, even emotional things. I'm not just saying physical things. This could be like internal things that you really just keep to yourself, which is something you don't really need anymore. So there is a lot of things that your future self wants you to let go of. And you're very good at that. You're very good at cutting things out, whether it be people, places, things, habits, whatever it is. Nothing can keep you down. And an imminent transformation is in the cards for you. You're going to completely transform being who you are right now in a very major sort of way. And we have 2 of Swords. So again, I think you have a tendency of keeping yourself small. You have a tendency of letting your ego limit you. So I think what you're going to learn in the future is to completely dissolve your ego whenever necessary, and sort of move forward. And your future self also wants you to know that no matter how far you feel away from things, no matter how far you feel away from God, universe, things like that, you still have that part within you you always have that part within you that you can go and call yourself home over there. You always have this part within you that is untouched by any sort of external circumstances, and it's not going to bring you down. I think right now you're very scared. I think you're very paranoid. You're not taking the necessary risks that your future self really wants you to take. So I like I said, there's a lot of things that you have to let go of. And I think it starts by letting go of certain people around you that are truly not, in your highest and your best ideals over here. But you have to also understand, by number one, your future self is trying to say that you will get through all these challenges that are just put on your path, and they have been put on your path for a reason. You may not get the full picture right now, but you will eventually. Everything you have gone through has just been the soil for what is to come. So you will eventually get the full picture is also what your future self is trying to say to you. Don't try to figure everything out right now. All you have to do is take that leap of faith wherever you need to. Baby steps. You really need to take charge for yourself and be assertive, and know that you will be able to maneuver any sort of difficulties thrown at you. And sometimes if certain roads are blocked for you, that is good. If certain people are not in your life, that is good. They could do more harm than help you. So just know that you're truly blessed and you're protected. And if certain people are being taken out of your life, it is for the good. It is not a bad thing that is happening. So please keep this in mind, pile number one. You're not going to be as fearful. You're going to be more outgoing. You're going to really just let yourself be seen. You're going to really understand that you are polarizing, pile number one, and not everyone will like you, and that is okay. You don't have to be liked by everyone. So your people pleasing tendencies are also going to go, and you're just going to have this quiet confidence of knowing that what is truly meant for you is going to come to you. So you're going to truly learn delayed gratification and understand delayed gratification as you keep getting old. And your future self is again saying that you will truly have the family that you never had. You're going to truly have the love of your life, maybe the white picket fence, whatever your version of the white picket fence is, you're going to get it. You're meant to have it in this lifetime, whether you see this for yourself or not. There are also babies, if you want to have kids, there are very much kids in this reading as well. So know that you will also have kids. Even if you don't feel that way right now, it's very much there in the cards for you. And oftentimes we all say, oh, I'm not going to get married, I'm not going to have kids. We all change as we grow up, right? So I think that is something you need to keep in mind. That's very, very important over here. Another thing I would really say is, right now it's very important that you be mindful of what you're allowing in your life and what you're not allowing in your life, because it is going to directly affect your future. Whatever you do right now, pile number one, it's going to have a very major impact on your future, whether it be good or bad. So learning to be accountable for everything that is happening in your life is again super, super important for you. And just being mindful, your thoughts and your emotions are not the problem. You can have bad thoughts and they cannot afflict you. When your thoughts afflict you, when your emotions afflict you, when you have a narrative or an emotional charge stuck to it, that creates more suffering. So that's something you're going to be learning to let go of. And you're going to be taking up more meditative practices, dancing, just moving your body, whatever works for you, yoga. You're going to be dedicating yourself more towards it. And you're just going to understand that everything in the world is just a reflection of a part within yourself. You're going to really see yourself in everyone and everything, whether it be the rocks, stones, sky, water, people, kids, all of it. You're going to really see yourself and your own inner beauty and your light being reflected on you through others. And it's just very important right now for all those things to happen, that you keep walking the path that you're walking. And I also feel your ancestors are very, very close to you. I can hear the crows outside. So they're very much showing you the way. You're definitely getting signs as to where you need to be, by number one. So don't underestimate it. Don't brush it off. Don't be nonchalant about it. Right now, it's really important that you sort of be the knight and take up the sword and go on this mission for yourself, because all of this is going to come back and give you abundance. Everything you're doing right now, it's going to come back to you 3 times. So it's really important that you really lay down the groundwork and the seeds that is truly required of you to create this beautiful garden for yourself. Again, like I said, you're keeping yourself very, very small. I think your ego is the problem. And sometimes you have to understand that you can only get certain answers through your heart. It is not through the mind. The way to your soul is through the heart, pile number 2. Pile number 1, not pile number 2. You may have some messages in pile number 2, but what I'm trying to say is the way through to your soul is through your heart, not through your mind. Yes, we need our mind, but you're not just your mind, pile number one, and that's what you need to realize. The more you're able to expand your own inner scope, the more you'll be able to benefit and get things for yourself much easier, and you'll just fall more into alignment. So don't keep yourself stuck, don't keep yourself small, and do not give more into your ego. Like, in fact, I would say you are more spiritual, so when you are more spiritual, you have to dissolve your spiritual ego over and over again, right? So I think that is something you need to keep in mind, that there is no real progress, there is no sense of progress. You sort of keep coming back to yourself over and over again, and that is a beautiful thing, and that's just something you're gonna just see by naturally reposing in your own inner being. I feel, by number one, you have a lot of protection, so I think you need to already start acting and doing things like you would do if you truly knew that you were safe. What would your actions be? I think right now you're letting fear get in the way. I think you're letting really fear sort of paralyze you at times when that is not even required anymore. And it is because you're operating out of these outdated and obsolete belief systems that you've had about yourself. All these obsolete belief systems that you've had about yourself, that is something you're letting go of. So I think by number one, bottom line is, you need to understand that even the bad experiences, you sort of wanted that for yourself to learn those lessons. And now that you have learned those lessons, you can distill the wisdom out of it, and it's not going to really weigh on you the way it has. You have the ability to cut it out and let it go forever. And just by realizing this, you're going to take your power back. And that's what your future self really wants me to emphasize right now. You always have a way back home, to whatever home means. It could even be a place within your heart, within yourself, that safe space within yourself. It doesn't even have to be a physical space. Please know this, please remember this, please keep this in your mind. It's very, very important that you do. Shuffle some oracle. Anything I missed for pile number one? Okay, we have two cards. We have root chakra, ground, and center. This image speaks of finding home within yourself, a sense of deep inner peace and strong sense of grounding and being centered. Isn't this exactly what I've been saying, pile number one? Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Here you can fly free from the grips of survival into the place of thriving. There is trust, connection to community, and you can rely on others joyfully and understand your responsibilities in turn. Right people are coming in for you. You are held and have strong foundation for all aspects of your life. With your guard down, you have the tools to ride waves if you need. Everything is okay. So this is just reiterating everything that I have been seeing. And I think you are very triggered when it comes to your security. So what you need to do is you need to be more embodied. You need to really ground your energy every day. And it's only in grounding your energy do you make this spiritual ascension easy on yourself, right? And we are stepping through. Step in and step up all those dreams or projects you have been resisting. I told you, just take charge, man. Now is the time to start, even if it is just one small element in the bigger picture. No more excuses or tomorrows. Whatever you have been putting off, the universe is now pushing you to make it happen. You may feel a little outside your comfort zone, but that is where the magic is. You may need to plot a course, invent a way through, or take a leap, break it down, allow the puzzle to come together piece by piece through courageous act of making a start. So I think that just confirms everything I've been going on and on about in this reading, and your future is really secure, pile number one. So please keep this in mind and just live freely. Your future self just wants you to live freely and not be as stressed as you are right now, just because you don't know. Be okay not knowing. A part of the mystery is understanding that there will always be a part of it that you're not going to be able to ever comprehend, and that is okay. That is, in fact, beautiful. So just learn to appreciate where you are right now. Time is not money. There is no limit to time. So please change the way you look at time itself. I think that's also a message over here from your future self. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number one. It's a general reading, so please take out resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And please do go head over to 𝐘𝐎𝐔𝐑 channel. Go check out the reading that he did on what does your past self have to say to you. And please do go to his channel, go show him lots of love, go subscribe to him. He's an amazing, talented reader. Let him know you came from Tarot Yogi, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose Star of the Dream Enchantress, this is your reading on what message does your future self have to give to you. And this is a collaboration between 𝐘𝐿, and me. He's going to be covering what does your past self have to say. So please do go head over to his channel, go show him lots of love, go subscribe to him, go binge watch all his readings, and let him know you came from Tarot Yogi. And having said that, we'll jump into the reading on what does your future self have to say to you. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family, help me tap into what does pile number 2's future self have to say to them. Okay, pile number 2, we have Knight of Cups, we have Ace of Pentacles, we have Nine of Cups, we have the Fool, we have Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and we have Nine of Swords. So pile number 2, what your future self really wants me to emphasize on is that it's very important that you do not let yourself be corrupted in any sort of way, and really stick to your integrity no matter what happens, and that you will always win as long as you stick to your integrity. Do not compromise on your ideals, do not compromise on your romanticism. It's very important that you hold your highest ideals up no matter what happens around you, and you will be tested. You will be tested, and do you truly believe in what you know? I think that's a test you're going to have to give over and over again, but don't let it dishearten you. Let it encourage you to even go harder, is what your future self really wants me to emphasize. Because in being true to yourself, and really like being in your integrity, that's going to take you really, really far. You're going to have a lot of opportunities come towards you. So your future self is basically saying, don't be a sellout for anything or anyone. No one is worth you being a sellout. And I think pile number 2, you understand that what you have to give is so much bigger than yourself. You could very much be a tarot reader, or you could very much be in the public eye in some way, shape, form. So it's really important that you understand that what you have to say has inherent value, and what you have to give also has inherent value. So don't ever compromise on anything. Do not compromise on your vision is the most important thing, because you will truly get what you always have wanted. We have Nine of Cups. So, even if you have a lot of pitfalls, even if you have a lot of disturbances and all kinds of things getting in the way, just know that it will be cleared up for you to reach where you need to be. And there are just certain lessons which are canon event that you just cannot escape. There are just certain things you have to go through. So just go through it with a smile. Go through it with a smile, pile number 2. That's what your future self is really also trying to emphasize over here. All your hard work is going to pay off. So do not compromise in working hard. Even if you're not seeing the results right now, it's okay. Just keep being diligent and meticulous with whatever you're doing right now, because it's going to pay off in ways you can't even imagine. And what you don't see coming towards you, that your future self also wants me to let you know about, is you have a brand new beginning, you have a brand new start coming towards you. So it's really important that you, again, let go of things that are not working out for you, and only invest in things that you know are working for you, because sooner or later you will have this new beginning for yourself, and it is going to happen at divine timing. So don't try to force it. Don't be like, when's it going to be my turn? Your turn is coming, pile number 2. Just be patient. Right now you're being taught delayed gratification. Right now you're being taught discipline, diligence, and all those things. And these are just some important lessons that you need to have. You need to have a certain amount of discipline before you can truly be given an empire to rule over, right? And I think right now you are sort of in your character development phase, and I think you're almost out of it. So do not let go of your integrity. Your own integrity matters the most in this reading. And I feel I'm repeating myself, but I think that is the major message from your future self over here. And if you are in the dark about certain things, it's okay. Let it be. The answers you need will come. The clarity you need is also coming towards you. So excuse me. The answers you need are coming towards you. So don't try to push through. Allow yourself to be in the darkness. Allow yourself to not know things for a while. It's okay. All of it will start making sense to you eventually. But right now, it's really important that you don't try to bypass anything you're going through. It's really important. Like I said, it's a canon event. You just cannot escape it. There are just certain lessons we have to go through. Karma is very real, even for good people. So know that your time is coming up, pile number 2. But till then, you have to be fully ready for what is to come. And it's almost like you're being prepared. It's almost like you're being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come is good things. But again, to ascend to a higher level, you will be initiated, and it is going to be a test. And again, it's not something you won't be able to overcome, because if anyone can overcome it, pile number 2, it's you. So please keep this in mind moving forward. Like I said, all your hard work is going to pay off in ways you can't even imagine. And I think you're really worried about financial stability, so just know that you're going to be very rich. You're not going to have to worry about money. It's not going to be a concern for you, so don't even let it be a concern for you right now. Most of the times you're stressing over things we don't even remember like a year later, right? So just ask yourself, is this truly worth stressing about? Is this something even I'm going to remember later on? Most likely the answer is no. So don't stress yourself out about things. And if people are falling out of your life like flies, please let them go. Sometimes you have to make space for new things to come in. And please work on your sleep. Also, something your future self is really trying to emphasize over here. Please sleep on time. Maybe you're drinking too much, smoking too much. Get that in balance. That's also a message over here. Take care of your health. There's nothing more important than your health, pile number 2. And if you're battling addictions, your future self wants you to know that you will come out of it. You will come out of it. But right now, it's really important that you walk the road that you are walking. It's only then will you be able to come out victorious at the other end. So, like I said, money is not going to be a problem for you. You're not going to have to worry about things. You're going to be super stable. You're going to be very firm in who you are, and you're just going to know yourself. And when you know yourself, no one can really tell you who you are, right? Pile number 2. So go back to that place within yourself that is always with you. You always have a part within yourself that is untouched by any trauma. And you have the ability to repose there. So please do that. Maybe a lot of y'all need to meditate. Maybe give meditation a try. It will help you out a lot. And what you are doing, pile number 2, it's a general reading, so all of y'all are going to be doing different things. But what you're collectively doing is you're being of service to people, and you may not always get the returns on what you're trying to do, but know that it will come back to you in other ways, in ways you can't even imagine. So always leave a little door open for your imagination of just surprise, of just life happening. You know what I mean? So don't try to be very don't try to box yourself, and don't try to box what your life should look like. That's very important. Pile number 2, you're going to really have this very intense rebirth. You're not going to feel the same way. You're not going to be the same person. You're not going to react the same way. You're not going to respond the same way. Who you are is changing. And it's really important that you show yourself the grace that you need during this very intense transformation. You're going from being a caterpillar to being a butterfly, and no caterpillar really wants to be a butterfly until they are a butterfly, right? So understand that things may take time. We are still on earth. Earthly things take time, material things take time to move. It's the slowest moving of the elements, the earth, the suit of earth, right? Pentacles. So understand, focus more on being embodied, focus more on being present in your body than anything else. I think that is very important for you, and that itself will make it easier. You won't have to suffer as much, if that makes sense. Shuffle some oracle. What does pile number 2's future self have to say to them? Okay, pile number 2, we have home, vulnerability, and we have third eye chakra. Home reads, our way home to oneness and the truest part of our infinite self is to know ourselves beyond the socialized matrix of mind-constructed reality. When all senses of flighty survival drop away, a deep sigh radiates from the safe space within, where you can ground dreams into reality. Deep heart-based presence is a direct portal home. Align with your temple space. You have dreams, visions, and may yearn for etheric realms, but it is when you're fully present in your body that we can actualize ideas and make a difference. Be grounded, find your way home, and deepen your roots the higher we reach into the heavens. So that just reiterates everything that I have been trying to say about how it's important that you ground your energy and learn to be more present. And even if you want to go higher in dimensions, you have to be more rooted first. You can only go as up as you can if you dig your roots really deep. So that's again very important. Grounding is very, very big for you, pile number 2. It's not non-negotiable. You have to ground yourself. That's very, very important. Vulnerability. When we are truly honest with ourselves in all our facets, we are vulnerable. The honesty is an important step in discovering our shadow and bringing them into the light for healing. When we share our vulnerabilities with others, we allow them a glimpse into a deeper part of ourselves. Be vulnerable with yourself and others. It may be time to step into a role of a healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present without judgment in a way that provides safe and nurturing environment. Here guards are dropped, a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold, and profound healing can take place. So you are a natural born healer, and with all healers, as we know, everyone has their own sort of healing to do, but you have to understand that you will only heal by healing other people in the process. It's very important, and I'm not saying you have to be like a full-blown Reiki master to be a healer. Oftentimes we are healers without even being spiritual. So whatever you are, Pailamatu, it matters, and what you have to say matters, and what you have to give matters a lot. So don't keep yourself small, and be discerning about who you choose to be vulnerable with, because you will have the right people around you that you can truly be vulnerable with. And we have third eye chakra, pineal perspective. Connect with your third eye and transcend what you can understand with your mind. Discover a deeper inner knowing through your interconnected web of all this is and has been. You can tune into the wisdom at will and when you wish to. This wisdom is ancient yet pioneering. It's giving past life memories to me, honestly. It is the creator of free will that we choose to weave from moment to moment. We observe, witness, and transcend duality without judgment. Be mindful, listen to your intuition, unfurling intuition to unravel the paradoxes of reality. So you need to go beyond the 3D. You need to really look beyond the 3D, because you're being shown a way out of your miseries, but only you can see the vision. And understand that that has a deeper reason. There's a reason why only you can see it, because only you're supposed to follow it. So it's really about you not compromising your integrity, coming back to what I was saying, really not compromising on your integrity, and doing what needs to be done, doing what has to be done by you, regardless of who is with you, who is not with you. Even if you're standing alone for a while, it's okay. You have the strength to stand alone, and honestly be a pillar of light for other people too, Pailamatu. So you have this very strong starseed energy. Do not downplay it, and do not play small. Think big, Pailamatu. That's what your future self really, really wants you to emphasize. Really expand the boundaries of your ego. That's where you'll grow. You don't even realize you have so much growth in store for you. So it's really important that you just allow things to happen. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 2. Is again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And please do go head over to 𝐘𝐿 channel, where he's covering messages from your past self. Go to his channel, go show him lots of love, go subscribe to him, let him know you came from Tarot Yogi, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose Tarot of the Dragons, this is your reading on messages from your future self, and this is a collaboration between 𝐘𝐿𝐶𝐘𝐓 Tarot and me, and he's going to be covering messages from your past self. So please do go head over to his channel. I will link it in the description box below, and I will link his channel in the title of this video. So please do go head over to his channel, check out the video that he did, and subscribe to him. Go show him lots of love. Let him know you came from Tarot Yogi. And having said that, we'll jump into the reading on what does your future self have to say to you. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, sun and master, star family, my familiars, help me tap into what does pile number 3's future self have to say to them. We thank you for these clear, concise, and accurate messages. We thank you for always guiding us, especially when we need them. Okay, pile number 3, we have the Lovers, we have Ten of Swords, we have Ace of Swords, we have Temperance, we have Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and we have Sire of Swords, which is King of Swords, and we have a lot of Swords energy. So you are very, very intelligent, pile number 3, and what your future self is saying to you is there's no one holding you back but yourself. And I know that's very difficult to believe and even listen to, but I think that is really the truth over here. You're not letting go of the past, pile number 3. And I think you understand that the past is over, but you're still clinging on to it. And you will not be able to manifest for yourself what you truly need if you're still living in the past. I think you're really trying your best to not live in the past, to really let go of things that, were very traumatic for you in the past, but you truly have to let it go. And sometimes you just have to cut out everything. That's what your future self really wants me to emphasize over here. There's just so much you have to cut out. And I'm sure 𝐘𝐿𝐶𝐘𝐓 will go more into detail on what you have to let go of. But there is a lot that you have to let go of, and that's what your future self is really, really emphasizing over here. You're not in harmony right now. It's very important that you remain in harmony with yourself no matter what. And I think you're struggling with boundaries. I think you're struggling with just discernment. And I think discernment will come with time, it will come with experience, it will come with wisdom. But what you have to focus on is keeping yourself balanced at all times, because that's when you will be able to truly have a response that is truly beneficial for you than to react in a way that is going to harm you. And like I said, there's a lot of things from your past that you just have to let go of. Sometimes all you have to do is just distill the wisdom from it and just let it go. Sometimes things were what they are. And I think we often let ourselves suffer more because we cannot accept the reality. And sometimes accepting reality is much easier and less painful than what our interpretation of that reality can be, right? We can misconceive things, right? We can have flawed perception. And I think right now what you're trying to do is get over the sense of flawed perception that you have about what has happened in the past. So maybe you need to forgive others, not for them, but you need to forgive other people for yourself. And I think you're very focused on why did they do this to me? How can this happen to me? I think all of this you have to let go of, and sometimes you have to realize you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's not personal. And when you can do that, it almost sets yourself free from everything. So it's really important that you show yourself grace and let go of things that are truly not working out for you anymore. And that's how you get clarity. Pile number three, you're not going to get clarity being at the bottom of the hill and then climbing up. You're not going to know all the way. You're not going to find the whole way out. It's only when you're climbing through the clearing and the shrubs and the bushes that the road is more winding than you thought. And I think that's what your future self is really trying to emphasize over here. And what your future self is also trying to say is stop looking at your challenges as challenges and start looking at them as opportunities for growth, because sometimes they're just canon events that you cannot escape, right? There's just certain things that you have to go through. So don't try to bypass any of it. Don't wish that you were somewhere else. Also, don't feel as if time is running out for you, because time is not running out for you. Time is money. It's a mental construct that people have made. It's not really true. There are tribal people who don't believe time is money, and they do not live such hasty lives, TikTok on the clock, like most of us do, right? So please understand that you're not running out of time and you're exactly where you need to be. And even if you don't have a lot of business right now, know that the business is going to come in for you. Money is going to be not a problem for you in the future. We have 10 of Pentacles, so you're going to not be single. So if you're single in this pile and if you feel you're going to end up alone, you're not going to. You're definitely going to get married and have kids if that's what you want. Whatever your version of the white picket fence is, you're going to get it for yourself. But it's important right now that you first make space for the beautiful things that you want, because you cannot stay down in the mucky waters expecting to get some sunshine, right? You sort of have to come up to surface, and you will be able to rise up to the surface the more you let go of things. That is something your future self is really, really emphasizing on. You have to keep yourself balanced and you have to keep yourself moderated at all times. We have temperance and we have lovers. So but you sort of have to maintain that inner harmony and understand that sometimes you will be able to maneuver difficult situations, and you have to make sure that you're not resisting things. And sometimes you may have some last minute changes in your plans, and that is okay. That is even for the better. So allow miracles to happen in your life. Don't limit yourself is what your future self is saying, because you will only get what you truly feel you deserve. Pile number three, right? And think big is what your future self is emphasizing. You can have so much more than you even anticipated for yourself over here, but it starts by you letting go of things that are truly not working out for you. You're holding on to a lot of things that are just not for you anymore. And it's almost like you're strategizing about the wrong things. You're putting your energy in things that are not going to give you the kind of fruit you truly desire. So it's very important that you start investing your energy in places and things that you want. For example, if I tell you do not think about a pink dragon, you're going to think about a pink dragon, right? So you need to have a counter for your mind. See, you have a very powerful mind, and you are not your mind. Also, please remember this. But having said that, it can be a double-edged sword which can work against you very often. And that's what you need to get out of. You need to learn to outtrick yourself. You need to learn to outtrick your mind. Pile number three. That is sort of a very important message over here, because yes, even if you had bad people on your path, they were not so much of the problem as much as the trauma that you're holding on to right now. And there's no one in your way right now but yourself. So all you have to do is forgive yourself, show yourself some grace, and keep it moving. Sometimes you just have to pull through. Pile number three. Like I said, there's just no bypassing anything. We have to go through certain lessons, and it is for the best. It is for the better. So I think the more you're able to just accept things the way they are instead of how you want it to be, or however you're choosing to misinterpret your reality, I think that is something you have to let go of, and that is something you have to truly let be. Your future self is also saying you truly need to meditate, because meditation is the only thing that truly helps you work with the kind of mind you have. You're going to have a lot of noble ideas. You're going to have a lot of innovative ideas. You are a pioneer, pile number 3. Whatever you do, it's a general reading, so all of y'all are going to be doing different things, but whatever you do, pile number 3, it's one of a kind, and even if 500 other people are doing it, no one does it like you. So what you have to give has a lot of value. It has a lot of inherent value, and that's what you need to start seeing within yourself. And sometimes you also have to learn to check your ego. And what you also have to understand that what you have to give pile number 3 is so much bigger than even yourself. So it's actually a good thing because you can dissolve your ego then. You can learn to check your ego and keep it outside the door when you have to show up and be the best version of yourself, right? Because you're showing up here as king energy, doesn't matter if you're male, female, anything in the middle. You know, you have a beautiful mind. You have a mind like no one else, pile number 3. And that has a deeper reason. You may not understand it right away. I feel a lot of y'all are great communicators. A lot of y'all could be tarot readers, or you could have a YouTube channel or something like that. You're meant to be in the public eye. You're meant to be seen, pile number 3. So don't try to hide. Don't give me an excuse that you're an introvert. I'm an introvert too. It doesn't matter. You know, you can have different parts of yourself, and you can check your introvert self outside at times when you have to show up and do what needs to be done. So that is something you also need to implement for yourself and learn to give yourself the tough love without putting a guillotine on your head. I think that is also very important that your future self is really, really emphasizing over here. But you're also very protected. Come on, pile number 3. You're very, very, you're super protected. We have the lovers and we have the temperance. So you have a lot of angelic energy around you. You may be seeing signs, synchronicities, feathers. Let it all relax you. Let it all calm you. How would you truly live your life if you knew that you had nothing to fear? And that's how you need to take actions, pile number 3. That's what your future self is really, really emphasizing over here. The clarity you need is only going to come when you're able to walk the path that you're being told to walk. And fear is keeping you small, fear is holding you back. All this negativity that you're holding on, all this resentment, it is keeping you heavy, it's keeping you down. And right now you have to ascend, you have to fly away. That's what you need to focus on. There's no fear. Even the bravest people feel fear. You think Christopher Columbus didn't feel fear? I'm sure he felt fear, right? But that didn't stop him. And that's what true courage is, still feeling the fear and doing what needs to be done regardless. And that's what you need to focus on, pile number 3. Any other messages? Shuffle some oracle. Anything I missed? We have ether, the seamless, unspeakable. This illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is centered and present place where all dreams are birthed. From here, you can choose where to go. What may be perceived as endless nothingness is the illuminated eternal, the core that all fears may be peeled back to. Step through the darkness and realize it is only a short distance from the white void, from the center of creation, wherein lies the feeling you may have been striving to meet yet subconsciously running from. In graceful surrender, know that you are held and drop deeper into existence. So you're stopping yourself from your own greatness. Slow, steady wins the race, and I think you know that. And no one can abandon you, pile number 3, till you abandon yourself. Even if everyone in the world abandons you and you don't abandon yourself, then no one can abandon you. It doesn't matter what other people have to say, do. You know, you don't have to be liked by everyone, and you know you're great, pile number 3. Let's just cut through the crap. You know you're very, very great, and you know the potential you have. So stop getting in the way of that. I think that is really the message that your future self is really asking me to emphasize over here, because you know how great you can be, and you just know how good things. Yeah, pile number 3, like I was saying, we just need to cut through the crap and just learn to show up and be the best version of ourselves, because that's who you truly are, pile number 3. Not what people want you to be, not all those people who want you to stay small. You have to learn and show up and learn to be in this king energy, because you already are in this king energy. All you have to do is allow yourself to be in that king energy. And often being in the king energy, you have to let go of a lot of things. Even if you feel a lot of things, you don't have to act upon all of it. You don't have to let other people know. Sometimes you have to grieve in silence. Sometimes you have to grieve in your privacy. And that is okay. Not everyone needs to know everything. And I think the more you're able to just respect who you are and just shoot up your self-confidence and your self-esteem, I think life will get so much easier for you. And you're very much connected to the ethers. So you will get divine insights whenever required. You will just know when to do what. So just keep this in mind. It's very, very important. So just keep this in mind moving forward. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3. Again, it's a general reading. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And please do go head over to 𝐘𝐎𝐔𝐓𝐒 channel. He's covered what does your past self have to say to you. Please go to his channel, go show him lots of love, go subscribe to him, let him know you came from Tarot Yogi, and I will see you guys in your reading, next reading. Thank you.